and welcome to a big celebration at Lalande because today, the very day that this video is going live, we have hit 50 million channel views on the Chateau Diaries. Huge celebration here. There's only 5 of us in the room, but it's nevertheless a very big celebration. And also, we're all really happy to be home because Sabina, you've been holding the fort this entire time. Amazingly, the chateau is still standing, so it looks like you did a great job. But you two are in Argentina, having an amazing month. We were in South Africa, having a equally, maybe even better time. I don't know. We will have to have a holiday off.
I don't know.
But how was it? What did you do? What did you get up to?
We ate a lot of meat.
So it was mainly about eating meat.
Mainly about eating and drinking cervezas.
Yeah.
And meeting family.
Yeah.
Yeah, and seeing some beautiful sights in Ushuaia. We got to see penguins.
Yeah.
We didn't see penguins. Oh, they might be winning.
We got to see penguins.
I think we went to safari, so maybe some more animals.
We saw leopard. We saw baby leopards.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I mean, but penguins are like really, really cool.
They were amazing. Oh yeah, we also got to see seals. Baby seals as well. Forgot about those ones. on our way to see the penguins.
Baby hippo. We're having a baby off in the house.
I would want anyway because I saw my baby nephew.
Oh,
look at that. She just swoops in with a trunk, just like that.
He's still pretty little. He is still little. He is still very little.
So cute.
And he is actually very
It's the second
cute.
time in my life I see him, so it's...
So we all had an amazing time.
Yeah. I just realized that your dress is with little peacocks.
I'm very happy you've asked about the dress.
I love it. I love the design.
I didn't realise they were, but they do look a bit like
Look a
peacocks.
bit like peacocks, yeah, with a male
This is
opening.
an African fabric, and this was made and designed by Mmkhatso, who has got the Lalande Fashion Scholarship, funded by Chateau Unwrapped.
It's beautiful.
Do you want to try?
Thank you very much. And
I love it.
it's even better than that. Wait.
Oh, because it, yeah. I love it.
That's really
That's
good.
a great
So it's day to night. She's amazing.
She's got some skills.
She really has. She's
Yeah.
just finished her first year. Sparrow was telling me that he's got a few scholarship students there, and none of them has ever made like a surprise thank you for people organising the scholarship. It was a total surprise. He had no idea she was doing this.
No, that's so
Wow.
sweet.
And actually, I would love you all to meet her. So I have got an interview that I took on my last day in South Africa, and she's so wonderful. So I'll just put a tiny clip of that in now.
Actually, I have something for you. Yes. I've been doing a lot of sewing.
I love the fabric.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love
So, this was traditional inspired. Yes. I thought about you. I've been watching your shows as well. So, this came to mind. Extra.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the last one. So like
How is that more? You shouldn't have.
It's like Mary Poppins' bag.
Whoa, oh my,
So-
wow. Now that is sexy.
Now that is a number.
Ooh, look at the back.
Ooh.
And you
I'm
made
happy.
this.
I made these.
It's incredible.
And she never knew how to sew before she started.
Oh, I'm so impressed.
Thank you.
And it's really good to see you doing so well and enjoying
Thank
it.
you.
And, wow, producing beautiful things.
So this was actually the final assignment we had to do and we had to submit. So I saw myself really improving and pushing myself more.
Are you drawn to knitwear?
This was actually a knitwear assignment.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So my lecturer kept on encouraging me to get out of my comfort zone and advised me on how to actually bring the ideas to light. So
I especially love this huge jumper. I love the neckline of it.
nice,
So
spiky.
great, they're all great.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing me all of this.
No, thank you for giving me this opportunity, Stephanie.
No, it makes
I
me
really
really
do.
happy. You can't
Make it-
imagine.
Making my dreams come true.
But it's not me, it's all of the
Everybody.
viewers, it's
Yes,
everyone
yes.
who's been watching Chateau Unwrapped and who've been sending gifts to Chateau Unwrapped, everyone who's helped, it's not me.
And thank you to everybody. Thank you. Actually living out my dream and accomplishing what I want to. It means a lot.
Yeah, it was wonderful to see you making the most of it.
Thank you.
And I'm sure you're going to go on to do great things.
I will. Sparrow reminded me I am not only representing myself, but Villioti and South Africa as a whole.
Yeah.
So people are probably expecting the best from me.
You gotta do it like the movie stars do it. You gotta pose, yes. You just keep posing. I'm just taking lots of pictures.
I love the bag.
It's so nice.
Mmkhatso, if you're watching this, I am incredibly happy to be wearing your beautiful dress
Beautiful, yes.
for our 50 million view celebrations, which is just huge. Yeah, thank you, Mmkhatso. Thank you so much. Unbelievably, the two dresses that Mmkhatso made for me are not the only two dresses that I came back from South Africa with, because I knew Sparrow had also made one for me. Back in November, I was supposed to surprise my mother by walking down the catwalk at his fashion show towards her in a dress that he designed for me. And that couldn't happen because COVID restrictions meant that we couldn't go at that moment. But he still had the dress waiting for me. And as you'll see, whilst I was there, he also let me try on a lot more dresses. Wow! It's incredible! Oh my goodness! I love it.
Also, I did this for you.
Thank you.
I hope you like it. If you don't like it, you can scrunch them up and chuck them in the bin.
Look. Oh, wow. It is so perfect. Now, I'm not, to be fair, going to look quite like that. I just want you to be prepared.
You do. Definitely
I
you do.
love it. It's the other dress.
The yellow dress.
The yellow dress.
Wonderful.
It's so. I'm framing these. They are going to go in my dressing room.
Oh, great. This is 100% Stephanie's dress. Because she was coming to Africa, we wanted a dress that represented Africa but was also cross-cultural as well. So
Yes.
any woman could wear it.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I love the way it shimmies. I feel I need a cocktail, though I would probably spill it if I were doing this. It just screams Africa to me. These colours and the beadwork.
Oh, wow! You can also drop it off the shoulders.
Is this how it's to be worn? I didn't know how it was supposed to be worn.
Any way you want.
Yeah, I like it off the shoulders.
I like it off the shoulders.
Yeah, I really like it off the shoulders. Wow. Thank you so much.
He designed it and then he made it his coming.
Yes, Elsie. How are you? Elsie's got golden fingers.
How long did it take you?
3-4 weeks.
Thank you so much, really. Thank you so much. Well, I will think of you and all of the hours of work that you put into this when I wear it. I love how it just sparkles. Even the fringing is sparkling.
Yes.
Love it. That was the finishing touch. That's yeah. I
Enjoy
can't
it.
thank you enough.
Enjoy it.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
it.
Did you design all of the dresses?
Yeah, whatever's in here is designed by me and made by my seamstresses. Students come in as work experience and they help with like detailing and beading and whatever, like cutting these petals out of organza because the fabric doesn't come
Everyone individually.
individually cut and burnt around the edge
But
and
the
then
work.
hand stitched
It
each
is.
one. And all the laces cut.
When I studied here, this was my one, Sparrow. This is what you tortured me with. Every single one of those flowers were, we call them spaghettis. We stitched each one by
This
machine.
is a nice dress for you. You should take this one as well.
And then we.
You should take this one. This is Josh's dress.
This is
Josh,
my dress.
do you want to give this to Stephanie?
Yes, I do.
So we made
great
all of them. You got to
flowers.
put this one on. This is Josh's dress.
I'm living every little girl's dream.
Yes.
aren't I? This was my dream.
And our dream too, because we like dressing
We like
Barbies.
making them and dressing Barbies.
Josh
so-
collects Barbies.
Technically, I'm in.
Yes.
So technically it fits, but I'm a sausage. I'm a complete sausage.
Yes.
I blame Christmas. Christmas is good.
Is there any French, like fancy way of saying sausage? Because that's you're a
petit
fancy
boudin.
sausage.
Yeah, it's a little like pudding. Je suis un petit boudin.
Should we try on some dresses just for fun?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay, great.
I feel
So,
like a princess. It's like
You must
every little girl's
choose.
dream.
you know which one I like? I
Okay,
like this
go for
one. It's just a Hermes
Oh,
silk.
I'm glad you said that because I was looking at that the entire time. I love
This is
it.
a beautiful dress.
That's like something
That's
out of,
spectacular.
Yeah.
The 80s.
Yeah,
me-
very 80s Yves Saint Laurent. That's what we were trying to do?
I think it's the Devil Wears Prada.
Yes.
It's like a villain who's incredibly well dressed.
So this is one we've made and we haven't ever shown.
We haven't.
We haven't shown this one.
We were going to do an episode on this one.
Yes.
Sure, I'd love to try.
Okay. And this one we call it like completely blown away.
Oh, fabulous! Yeah,
Gone with the wind.
that's it is, isn't it? Yeah. Look at this fabric. Oh, it's so fabulous.
Feel that.
Oh wow! I feel like I'm a busy woman. I've got a lot to do. This is a red carpet moment, isn't it? This is more art than dress.
This looks
It is
amazing.
art. I'm wearing a piece of sculpture. How did you design this?
I usually just play with the fabric on the doll and then it just kind of happens.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be for Fashion Week, which didn't happen.
Oh, for last year. Oh.
Yeah, or the year before.
Yeah.
There's the dress. You got to look at this. There's the dress. That's my collection on Fashion Week. So that's the Hermes dress.
I love it. It's glorious. You see how it flows?
See how we had the hair. So this was all Studio 54.
Yeah.
We're packing this one too.
No, absolutely. No.
I'll have to send it to you. Then we'll make
I'll tell you what, if I ever need to be on a red carpet though, I will call you.
Okay, and if you ever need one of these, the white ones, we're doing it.
I don't know what you're suggesting.
Maybe Philip can hear something.
If I ever need one, I'll come straight
If
to you.
ever. Wow.
This is the global domination.
I got this fabric, which is like plastic almost, like big plastic sequins. And I was watching, because I used to go, when I used to live in London, I used to go to all the Yves Saint Laurent shows in Paris and very much in the 80s kind of vibe. And I decided I wanted to do something like very Yves Saint Laurent, but in this
Fabulous.
really shiny fabric.
A woman wearing this dress thinks she can achieve absolutely anything.
Everything.
Yeah, there's nothing in my path.
Are we packing this one too?
Try the next one.
Why, Stephanie?
Oh.
But say if someone at home would like a dress like this, would that be possible?
Yeah, they can order it.
Okay.
So then we can make it for them. We'll send us their measurements, we'll get the fabric, and we'll make it again.
Okay.
Bring me the Bentley.
Bring me a cocktail
Right, I presume you already have that right next to me.
in the Bentley.
The Bentley's not talking about. Yeah, the cocktail's in the Bentley. This dress is exquisite.
This is my favorite one.
Exquisite.
I saw it in the rack as soon as we walked in, and this is the one I really want you to try
Yes,
on.
you pulled this one out. Oh, I can't wait to show you.
I love it.
What I love about this dress, turn around, is I love the boning in the. It's almost like a stand. So there's boning inside here, and it really lifts and curves the back so beautifully.
This
That's
looks
so
great on
elegant.
you.
It's so elegant.
I think this is a keeper. I'm sorry, I didn't promise properly.
Fingers crossed.
I cheated. And this is Philip's.
So Philip's giving it to you.
Philip's giving it to you. So it's not me.
I was actually gonna ask you if I could buy it for her, but
No, you can't buy it. You can have it.
it's really sweet, but it's too much.
It's not.
I love it so much.
Wear them and enjoy them. They're just sitting in there.
You're gonna have to have big cocktail parties.
Yes.
We need the Grand Salon finish now.
Yes.
Anne-Marie, there's a dress at stake.
Yes.
The real problem is your mother wanted that dress.
It is so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
It's beautiful,
This is
absolutely.
the Philip dress.
Maybe the first dress in the history of dresses to be named the Philip.
I mean, like Dan keeps naming his tripods.
Yeah. It's another red carpet dress, isn't it? Do you know who's here this evening? No, I don't know. I haven't asked. The butler was going to make a list.
Who are you wearing? Who are you wearing?
Villioti. Wow. It's a princess dress. You know how to do glamour, don't you? You really know.
Hello, twirl.
I like glamour.
Elegant but never vulgar.
Look,
It sort of needs hair up,
Oh, wow.
doesn't it?
Look at that. Steph, have you seen that? Is that Vanessa and you?
that's Vanessa
Oh,
Isn't it
Wait, what a
gorgeous?
surprise.
She looks like Marie
One
Antoinette.
second.
love it. You look amazing, the pair of you.
and me. It
Yes.
was 20 years ago.
Amazing.
It's like a fairy tale.
And then we did a whole dance routine. What is
Next
it
time
called?
it was-
Quadrille.
Oh,
Yeah.
Steph, look at that.
Oh, look. It's
Now you have to put that on.
It's
Applique,
over there, yeah,
yeah.
It's lace. It's,
Oh, I like
it's
it.
French lace. It's actually from Solstice
Wow.
in Paris.
Oh.
And the breeches are there as well.
There's the outfit.
There's your outfit.
Should I try it on?
Yes, it is.
Right.
This is living in a storeroom where it could be living on Philip in the chateau. Isn't that a better place? It's yours.
It's so beautiful. Oh, wow.
See the back?
That's really good. Thank
You can just do that at the back.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect then. That's absolutely
At
perfect.
the back.
Alright.
Yeah.
Or just have a turkey.
Enjoy.
Venice sorted for me.
Whoa. You're going to look incredible in Venice.
You've got the perfect hair for it. So you've got a little bow at the back, a black. Yeah, it's cool. Thank you so much.
It is splendid.
Colour's nice to your eyes.
I love
you.
the lace. The lace.
I don't know what to say.
This dress was made for one of my biggest fans and friends, Irene, who used to take pictures everywhere, and she would come to every show. And really, if ever there was a fan, it was Irene. And she had this dress made. Her brother's son was getting married, and the wedding was some island in Greece, very, very fancy. And she had this made to wear to the wedding. And when she came back, she got cancer and unfortunately died. And when she always wanted me to have this dress back because she had wardrobes of dresses, and she didn't. This was her favorite, and she just didn't want it to go and be binned or whatever.
Yeah.
So we've got it, and I mean, I can't sell the dress because it has been worn. So, but Irene would have loved to have this dress go to the chateau. So the lace is from Paris, from a company called Solstice. It's metallic French lace, woven on the hand looms and everything. So it's really couture stuff.
And turn around, Steph.
This is just such a moving.
So Irene was so particular that Sparrow had
Oh,
to
look at that.
applicate the lace to cover the seam at the back
see.
of the coat as well.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
But the coat you could also wear like with pants and another top underneath. You can make it another outfit.
I mean, I've never had a waist like this in my life.
But you do.
With a little. Oh no, it's.
So there's almost like net and bustle at the back. Let me see.
What kind of wedding is it where this dress would not upstage the bride? Like, how glamorous a wedding.
It was a very, very glamorous wedding, a super glamorous wedding.
Oh, I love it so much.
But she was always dressed like this. It was like Irene has arrived. I know she would be over the moon. Irene would be happy that it's going to someone like you, and it's going to be living in a chateau. How nice! And Stephanie's trolley of goodies. These are all the dresses. And Philip's outfit.
I think I'm going to wake up in a minute. I am, I'm going to wake up. I can't thank you enough.
It's an absolute pleasure. I want you to wear them and enjoy them and have fun in them.
I will.
That's what gives me pleasure.
I will. You'll see. You'll see.
All of these things that I've made for my pleasure and for my fun. So creating them, and then they get a life after, really gives me pleasure. And the Irene dress, definitely. Irene would be over the moon.
But you're coming to France, aren't you?
Yes, I'm going to
Coming
come.
to France. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
How many dresses did you get?
I don't even know, Gerald.
I think got
Five?
Five?
Yeah, I think so.
Five, yes.
So,
5.
How much do you think you'll get on eBay?
Out the car, Gerald.
Oh, yes, I'm off.
It was overwhelmingly lovely of Sparrow. I couldn't believe it was like Christmas. It was amazing. But as you'll see on the day that we had to leave, I had real difficulty getting everything into my suitcase and even more difficulty leaving my mother. So I will think of Irene every time I wear this dress, which I now think of as the Irene. And obviously we have the Philip as well. And this beautiful, this should be the Elsie. Elsie spent 3 weeks sewing every bead onto this dress, so this should be the Elsie. Okay, we've named 3 of the dresses. This is good. You need to get heavier, Mummy. Heavier, heavier. Sit harder on it. Okay, let's see, let's see. Oh, no, we've come up at this side. Eek. Yes, sir.
We should be on the floor.
I know. I don't want you to fall off. Now that we've finally fit everything into the suitcases, I don't want to leave Mummy.
No, they don't make space.
You can't see that. Oh, yes. Where are you going now? Of course, we've seen your eyes. Yes. Oh, this is a group hug. Okay, let's join in. Come on, group hug.
Group hug.
Let's squish your mother.
This is called the huddle.
It was so hard leaving Mummy that I've been in a real state, haven't I, in the airport. And we just got onto the plane and the same thing happened as when we were going to Barbados. Our boarding pass beeped and we were upgraded to premium economy. Yeah, you thought that we weren't people out on the plane.
Oh, not again.
So, seriously, huge thank you to our guest who was from Virgin, who's obviously put us on some sort of list because this is amazing. And they've just brought us a glass of champagne. It is very hard to leave Mummy. And the thought of Lalande is the only thing keeping me going right now. Seeing everyone there again and all the exciting things that are going to be happening. Mummy and Percy have promised that as soon as they can, they will join us. Gerald, we are going to miss you. We're going to miss you
It's been an
so
absolute
much.
pleasure. It's great to be back in freezing cold England.
I know. Oh la la.
With the hypothermia.
Actually, we're pretty lucky. It's not as bad as it could
You
be.
know, Stephanie, there's a flight to South Africa in 2 hours.
Okay, let's go back into the
Should we
airport.
just go right back in?
Love you, Gerald.
Love you too, Stephanie.
Bye. I'm going to miss you so much. Bye.
Be very careful.
Oh, no, I don't like to leave the little tartan wonder behind. Oh, Carls.
Hello, sweetie.
I'm so happy to see you. How has it been?
It's been great.
And it's Natty's birthday.
And it's Natty's
Oh,
birthday.
in the nick of time.
Just in the nick of time, yeah.
Home, sweet home.
It's still standing.
Oh, I can't believe it. Whoa, I thought there was going to be wild parties here, all sorts going on. It is so good to be back.
And it's so good seeing it without the tree, the dead tree in there.
The Christmas tree. Don't call that the dead tree, that was a Christmas tree, fella.
Dead tree.
Oh, it is good to be home. So we made it home, we're all here, it feels incredible. There was just a small factor as we walked in of the Christmas decorations that we still hadn't taken down because we left right at the beginning of January. I didn't want to take them down so early, but it did mean they were waiting for us on our return. But the Queen takes them down on the 6th of February, so we thought it was okay to do it on the 7th. Philip and I have decided that we really cannot wait a single other day, so although we've just walked into the chateau, we're taking the Christmas decorations down.
When did the Queen do the Christmas decorations?
On the 6th of February, it is now the 7th of February, so technically...
After the Queen. The Queen should always come first, right?
I like the way you're thinking of this through. We totally meant to do it today.
Yeah.
Kitchen done. I'm moving on to the petit salon. I actually really like doing this tree, taking it down, because I get to look at every beautiful decoration. And it's so lovely. This is going to be a fun job. Petit salon successfully done. It is time to de-Christmas the bedroom. This portrait, I mean, it's done well, poor little thing. But it is time for it to go. Goodbye, little Christmas woodland creatures, for another year. Well, I'm not sure we can call you a woodland creature. Well, I guess you're an Australian woodland creature. I love this tree. Everything is so darling. Look at this adorable hedgehog. I think I'm finding taking down the Christmas decorations as much fun as I found putting them up. So all the Christmas decorations are down?
Yes.
Nearly all. There's a couple more.
It
in
is
the other
not
parts.
super happy for me because...
No, it's not for anyone.
We need some other decorations.
spring decorations.
Yeah.
What was that look on your face, Anne-Marie? Spring!
Decorations everywhere.
Hopefully, daffodils will be out soon and then we can fill the house with
Yeah, we
daffodils.
need flowers.
Okay, but first,
What? Yes.
cheers!
Cheers.
Congratulations, everyone. Great effort. And thank you to each and every one of you who had one of those 50 million views. Thank you. This is for all of you. Cheers. Anne-Marie, can we go to the salon and just show everyone what you've been doing? Because last year was Anne-Marie taking everything out of the salon. You just took all of the plasterboard, everything. Yeah. Okay, tell you what. You finish your drink. You come with me. I'm gonna go and see the pantry.
Ooh.
Sabrina, do you want to show us the pantry? This is a huge thing.
Do we bring the champagne?
Yeah, of course. Sadly, Dan isn't here today, so he can't be here to show you this himself. Do check out his channel, Escape to Royal France, because he has done the most incredible job in this pantry whilst I was away. And Sabina, you've been a huge help to him, haven't you? Oh, look at this! This was an epic mess, and Dan has scraped off all of the walls and exposed the brickwork. And Sabina, you were pointing this with him.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It's crazy. And then in here, he again took all of the render off and he's put lime plaster. It's not quite dry yet. It's going to take a few days to dry. And exposed some of the bricks. He's done a little bit of an artwork here, so we can see some of the bricks. We've called it Australia. And so we're completely rethinking this room now. We're going to be able to have a couple of fridges and a freezer, and we'll be able to have this as an extra store. It was always the pantry, but it was just awful. It was so dark and dingy and dismal, and now we will not use it as a cold room anymore because obviously the fridges and the freezers are going to create a fair bit of heat. So we will instead store all of the preserves, all of the tins, everything like that will be in this room, and the fridges. And then the little room next door that he hasn't done yet, that will be the cold room. So this is amazing, but what was even funnier is the messages that I was getting. He was giving me little updates, but you sent me footage of you and my friend Kim, who are here with Dan, just delicately filming what he's getting up to,
Yeah.
but having to hide his bottom.
Yes, that has been a big issue.
All the time?
Yeah.
Is it the trousers do tend to drop a little when he's working like this? I need one of these!
Yeah. Because this is family-friendly content and you just could not have a booty crack. So
this is what I was receiving. And that's very different sort of footage from the footage I was getting from Dan, who was sending me incredibly smug footage about everything he was doing. So here's a little taster of the smug footage.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Dan. Welcome to my chateau. What a pro. Oh my god. You're welcome.
Admittedly, he did deserve to be quite smug.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Yeah, okay.
But I still feel another revenge video coming on because I'll put a link to his latest video here where he has shown himself learning how to be a chatelaine in preparation for his month here. And I'm just going to put a link, go and have a look at it. I'm letting you all know there will be a revenge video. I think Anne-Marie can be finished with champagne. Yes. Let's go and have a look at the console. You'll notice a very swanky wallpaper. You know I love wallpaper. I do splash out on it.
And it's yellow. It's an elephant.
Yeah,
so
no, that's because the South African feel,
yeah,
isn't
South
it?
African
Coming
feel.
back.
Yeah. What we're doing is to the spec, which is to daily spec.
And Davey has asked for quite a high level of insulation, hasn't he? He wants this membrane first, and if I understand correctly, this stops any moisture behind this barrier from affecting the insulation and making it like a wet dog, which is just cold and not warm at all. So it will stay fluffy and warm. And then there's a third layer, which is a felt membrane to protect it from this side as well. So we have 3 layers going behind the panelling. So it's going to be toasty, I hope.
I've now got my plumb line, so I can build the stud work from that.
It is now level,
Yeah.
but the floor isn't level and the room isn't square. In fact, we've discovered that the squareness is out by nearly a metre. Yeah, 70 centimetres. And so as the panelling goes in, it's going to square up the room a little bit. We won't get to fully square because we don't want to lose 70 centimetres, but it's just going to make an optical illusion so that the panelling looks as though it's a rectangular room.
Yeah.
And now you have a level surface to start on.
Yeah. Obviously, we've got the plumb line, which is good and true, but we've also got to make the actual stud work base, which is this section, level.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if you don't, then when you go to put the uprights in, which is the timbers,
Okay.
like this, because they'll be running at every 600 centres, because the width of the insulation is 600 centimetres, 600 mil, sorry. So when you're putting the uprights in, you don't want to have to go and measure every single upright.
Yeah.
So if everything's plumb and level, take one measurement and then you're off.
And that'll be the first time that's ever happened in this house.
There's always a first.
So you'll be able to clear all of this wood from off the floor,
Yep.
all of the insulation.
All the insulation, all the timbers. It's always the case when you're starting a new job, whether it's a roof, whether it's a timber frame, whatever. It's just the first couple of days, take a little bit of time to get your head around it. Just getting an eye and just getting a feel, I know it sounds silly, but getting a feel for the room or feel for the job. And then it picks up pace, and then before you know it, it'll be warm and cosy. And paneling will be
Especially with
starting.
what Davey's asked.
Yeah, but it makes total sense. We've got the space, so because we've taken it back to the bare bones. Why wouldn't you?
How long do you think the insulation and all of the stud work is going to take before you can actually start on anything that you consider remotely fun?
2 weeks of work, and it'll be paneling time.
Okay, so finished shortly after we get back from Venice for Natty's 40th.
For 40th, I know. Wow.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
We are now Sabina's kitchen wenches. Yes. So you want a little bit of oil over this. Apparently tonight we are celebrating with loaded sweet potato, which sounds incredibly delicious. I better stop as soon as I've done this to go up and edit this video for this evening because it's all filmed on the day itself. But if you'd like to see more of our safari and, work out whether you think it's better or worse than seals and penguins, jury is out. That will be on Sunday. So Sunday videos are going to be starting again this Sunday, but not necessarily long term. The next 2 Sundays there are definitely videos. They're both filmed in South Africa and I'm really excited about both of them and I can't wait to share them with you. I can't wait to see you all next week when we'll be showing everything that's been happening in the car salon.
Well, that was some footage.
I know, can't wait. Okay, see you all then. I'm sorry, Sabina, I'm getting back to the potatoes.
Good.
Promise.
Done my job.
If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like because it helps us enormously with the YouTube algorithm. And for more Chateau content, don't forget to subscribe. A huge thank you to all of my patrons, especially the Dauphins and Dauphines of Lalande, Yedland, Ether, Alice, Alan, Dan Bander, Wailing Banshee, Cecilia Begum, Denise Behrens, Lauren Bell, Jill Bidwell, Candice Blackburn, Danelle Benakovich, Brandon and John Michael, Paulina Calabro, Matthew Chuck, Gregory Clare, Linda Sue Concepcion, Erin Conklin, Zoe Dork, Sylvia Dem, Jim Demersman and Richard Patternord, Sakura Dennis, Jason Doobie, Jackie Ellison, Nicholas W. Fairfax, Kevin Fossum, Fifi Greenberg, Donald Gutt-Millard, Crystal Hardy, Delane Holbrook, Kim Hasselhoff, David and Tong Henderson, Camilla Herrera, Jacqueline Holmes and Ken Bates, Karen and Mike Hopper, Sandra Hawley, John Hostetler, Melissa Jansen, Sandra Carafa, Brian Kelsey and Phil Burnt, Jimmy Kemp, David and Sam Lalande, Morgan Lawley, Angel Leonard, Lisbeth and Enno, Shelley Little, Janet Huff Lombard, Radhika Madala, Marina, Frank Martin, Grant and Erin McClune, Joanne Morton, Joey Mullen, Karen Nicholson, Kathy Norrie, JC O'Ward, Ellen Person, Wendy Piatek, Frank Poposky and James Snow, Tamara Price, Armin Rahman, Tonya Renee, Colette Retiff, Hanny Ross, Mary Ryan, Elizabeth Scanlon, Sven Schreiber, Jennifer Shanks, Rebecca Shorrock, Carl and Laurie Siebert, Teresa Sloan, Sabrina Soatti, Nanette Solverson, Monty Stapura, Renee Valelli, Victoria, Jessica Walker, Laura Watkins, Lucas Wallin, James Whalen, Linda Viest, Christine Wilson, Greg Wood, David Young and Lodovico Zordanazzo. And thanks to all of you.